we can get it right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like just make a mark way over here. Use the Sharpies on the paper. Jay, let's grab a seat.
Let me wrap this up. Let me wrap this up right quick.
You know, they may be different.
You know we pushing that work for some.
Yo, I only have 12 people on here. Who have I not gotten yet? Bree, Jordan, come on, step it up. Don't stare at me like that. Everyone else is getting their words up here. Y'all still working. Let's go. Did I get everybody in this group? Devin, did you just get yours? What'd you get? 5.4? Okay.
Big deal.
6 point what?
Big meat.
It's a game every Friday. Come on now.
Alright, I've got 14. I'm still missing a couple more.
I'm very fun.
Got everyone here. Nathan, what'd you get? Did you already give me yours? No? This is yours again? Okay.
Did y'all get up?
Okay.
It's America.
Ooh, boy.
Let's grab a seat. We're about to get started. Bree and Jordan, just tell me what you got when you get it.
I got 6.6.
6.6?
Yes, sir. It's America.
Okay, so 6.6. Jordan, what you got?
6.3.
I can tell. Alright. While we're waiting on Jordan, I got a question for you. How accurate do you think are, well, first off, do y'all know what this kind of graph is called?
Not a pie graph.
A dot
Dot graph.
plot.
Dot.
So the actual name for it is a dot plot, okay? So the graph that we just created is a dot plot,
It look like
okay? And this is a good type of graph that we use regularly in a statistics class. Okay, 3.4. Okay.
Okay, and
It's America.
So, 3.
You got stuck in my head. I can't help it.
All right, so we got this data. I'm going to quickly send this out because I want y'all to use this in a second. All right, don't look at the data yet. So here's the question I have to ask you. How accurate do you think this data is? Obviously, they're all different. Does anyone remember what it's called when each data point, or the fact that the data, the samples have what variability?
numerical.
It starts with an S.
Sample.
Sampling variability, right?
You so smart.
Okay? There's always going to be variability in the samples. That's okay, right? There's always going to be variability in the samples. However, what I want you to be aware of is, I have the note here, the average word length for this entire song is 3.92. We had a handful below that, but overall, would you say that we kind of missed the mark?
We did. Most definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. We consistently got samples that were higher than the average. Does anyone know an important word that means we consistently misrepresented the population?
We'll start
We
with
wrote that word down yesterday.
Starts with a B.
bias.
Yeah. Were our samples pretty biased?
Yeah.
Yes. We just picked words, right? And what kind of words do you think jumped out to your eye?
The big word.
The big ones, right? This is known as selection bias. I would make sure I write this somewhere down on that sheet of paper. Okay, this is one of the biases that we'll talk about. So selection bias, right? Elements of the population are consistently missed, so the samples are biased, right? So it literally is this idea that elements of the population are consistently missed. Which words did, as a whole, did you consistently miss?
The small.
The small ones, right? Those short words. Yeah? So we need to figure out a way to be able to get those short words included, right? So there was selection bias within this dot plot. And so here's what we're going to do. All right, I already sent out the data to you from the TI-Nspire, correct?
Nope.
You should have gotten a document on the TI-Nspire.
Dang, you typed that in quick.
Yeah, as y'all were telling it to me, I put it in. That's why I was waiting on you two,
Oh.
so I could send out the data.
Don't
I
blame
got
me.
home.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Okay.
Okay? So here's what I need you to do. From this data page, I need you to add a new page, okay? Oh, actually no, before you add a page, I wanted to show you this. We did this by hand, right? But we have technology and no one does graphs by hand anymore. We use technology to make graphs, okay? Does anyone know how we're going to make a graph with our data?
Control.
One thing I do,
Dock.
control.
Okay, so yes, hit Control and then Dock because that's going to give you a chance
Add.
to add a page. What kind of page are we going to do?
Number 4.
Nope, not number 4,
Number 2.
not number 2. When we say graphs, we're talking about function graphs.
Data statistics.
Say it again.
Number 5.
Number 5 is what?
Data
Data
and
statistics.
Data and statistics, right? You are trying to graph data, and so click on data and statistics. All right, we see a bunch of points there. We want a dot plot though, okay? Click to add a variable at the bottom. What variable are you going to put in?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P.
It's AWL. Any guesses what AWL means?
Wait.
Oh.
Oh,
Average word.
Average word length.
oh, I have to say.
Okay. Nope.
Oh,
Oh.
my graph went like this.
Hey, does that look kind of close to what this one looks like?
How you get it?
Miss.
Oh, it do?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Oh, how you do that?
I just clicked to add a variable, and I added AWL as the variable there.
Oh, how about that?
You click to add a variable,
And
and you add the variable AWL.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Ooh.
Remember, you have to, so that's for if we're doing,
What
you
about
need
the other
to
side?
add a page, Control Doc, go to data and statistics. Do not add anything to the other side because that will create a scatter plot. I don't want a scatter plot. I don't have 2 variables. I just have the average word lengths. Which we had this one 10.4, otherwise, did we have anything close to that? No. Do those graphs look pretty similar?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to even take out the 10.4 because that's probably a miscalculation or something on here. So I'm going to take that 10.4 out. Now watch this. I took the 10.4 out, and it took it out of here as well, right? So the calculator will actually automatically adjust when you need it to. I can spread that out a little bit. Does that look even closer to the graph that we have on the board? Yeah, we've got this stack of 3 right there. Got 3 down on the bottom. And so the calculator can quickly create a graph for us. From here, I want you to also note, you can actually change graphs on the calculator, okay? So hit the menu button,
Plot type.
go to plot type. What other options do you have?
I got it.
Instagram.
Histogram, box plot,
Normal probability plot.
right? And we don't know what all those are, but you can automatically create these other graphs on the TI-Nspire, which is actually really powerful when you need to look at other types of data.
Ain't a histogram the one, like, it's like a bar graph? but
It
they
looks like a
change-
bar chart, but it's for numerical data. So a bar chart is for categorical data. A histogram is for numerical data.
Ain't them the one that switch, like,
Huh?
they do touch?
Yes, they touch, yes.
That's it.
I could not hear what you're saying. All right.
Right.
So we're going to get more practice in creating these graphs in the future, but here's what I want us to do now. Our data
Oh, right.
was what? What's the B word that was an issue?
Bias.
Bias, right?
Bias.
We do not want biased data. Add a new page to your calculator. Add a calculator
I'm gonna
page.
get back without.
So add a calculator page.
How you do
Control Doc is what gives you a chance to add a new page. Okay, so add a page.
that? Calculator.
Add a calculator page. You gotta hit Control and Doc. control, and then doc. You see how in gray it says plus page? So add a calculator. Alright, once you get to your calculator page, the two main things you need to know about the TI-Nspire, Bree, the two main things you need to know about a calculator, or the TI-Nspire, are that the menu button is what allows you to access most operations, and then the control doc is how you add a page. So hit menu, and then go to probability. And remember, we want to randomly sample, right? So what do you think we're going to go to under probability? Random. Now, there's lots of options under random. You are never going to do random number. Random number only gives you a decimal between 0 and 1. You don't want that. Not a random sample, it's a good guess.
Normal.
Random integer. Okay? Because here's the thing. I have already gone through and I have numbered the words for you. Not every single individual word, but if you look to the left of the, or to the right, you see how there's numbers every 2 lines? So I've told you where numbers 1 through 11 are, and 12 through 22, and 23 through 33, right? So what you want to do is you want to randomly sample. So go to probability, go to random, and random integer. Now, you should have these parentheses up there. What is the lowest integer I could want? 1, okay? After your 1, you put a comma. It's kind of like interval notation. Your lowest and then your highest, your minimum, then your maximum. What's the highest? It's how much? 609, right? The comma's on the bottom left part of the calculator. Okay? So rand integer 1 to 609.
We get 619.
Yeah, I believe the largest,
Yeah.
it's the very bottom. Okay. Once you do that, hit enter, and it'll tell you a number.
450.
We should all have different numbers, shouldn't we, if we randomly selected?
Oh, I know. I got 574.
So no one got, did anyone else get 494? 570?
450.
I got 575.
Okay.
You got 575.
Hey, listen up. If you got 575, I need you to hear some different directions in a second because I need to seed your calculators. For those of y'all who did not get 575, nope, I need you to find the word associated with that number, and I need you to do that 5 times. Get 5 different words, okay?
Huh?
So, Rihanna got, oh, she got 575. Oh my gosh. What'd you get?
I got 574.
Okay, everyone who got 575 means no one had your calculator earlier. So, Mia had 527, so she's going to go onto her sheet and she's going to look for, okay, there's 526, that's grandma, so 527 is told. Her first word is told. She's going to write that word down and figure out her word length. And you do that for 5 different words. If you got 575, I need you to hit menu. Go back to probability. Okay? So hit, did you get 575?
Yeah, down.
Okay. So once you go to probability, you go to random again, but you're going to want to hit random seed. Okay? So if you got 575, go to random and you want seed. It's under number 4. By the way, yeah, we're looking at number 4, y'all.
Okay, so like this is
My first word is 8.
So find those words. So listen, if you got 575, go to rand seed and then put in your birthday and it'll seed your calculator. So like it just gives it a new number to start at. So I do 03/18/1991. So I put my birth month, day, and year in there, and then you can do rand integer. Done.
You old.
Yes.
Wait till you come back though.
Huh?
Miss, can you go Thursday?
I need you to select your 5 words. Let's go.
Okay, I got my 5 words, but
How you get your
I'm done.
Write your words down. Find your average word length.
Wait, so you write the same word each time?
No, you're supposed to pick 5 different numbers.
Oh, so we got to.
No.
Wait.
What we did again? Or you
Take
can
your 5
Oh, you
numbers.
can keep getting answers.
Yeah. Oh, guys, y'all should have 5 different words. Listen, hey, actually do this for me because we only have a minute left. Get 5 different random numbers. Before you come to class on Monday, you need to have selected your 5 words for those numbers and average the word lengths. So before you come to class on Monday, you need to select your 5 words, or identify the 5 words, and find the average word length. Finally, do not forget, you got your test back. Is that your final grade for that unit? No. You can come into tutoring and you can earn points back. I did decide for the test correction side, the highest you can earn is a 79. However, by doing test corrections and getting half credit back, you can earn up to a 79. If you do a retest and you make a 95, that is your test grade. We all clear on that?
Yes, sir.
So, there will be a retest. Oh, and then the math literacy is due on Monday. I will send out an email as a reminder, so check your emails.
What math literacy?
The stuff I emailed y'all about last night.
Oh.
Karen, I need you to say it awake.
No.
Yeah, leave my boy.
Ask me that.
I know that.
I'm finna fail.
I mean, yeah, that means.
At that point, I might as well get ready.
Then it's 65.
It's huh?
Okay, so I drop out right now.
It wasn't to calculate.
I get so sick of y'all. You love
Get so sick of you.
Just say that. You know what? You look, you don't have my sister. Because it could be a lot worse for you.
I agree with that.
I'm offended.
Because it could be worse than you.
I mean, look. Yeah, that's it. That was it. That was a sentence.
Girl, you know what? Girl, you're nasty. Make her away.
Okay.
Get your mother back.
Sounds good.
You get your man back now?
Yes.
Her.
I wanted to get more feedback. I want some of this. I did that. It's fine. Alright. Thank you. Just throw it out. Clean it up after class. It's probably my lunch. Get over it. Just put those back there.
What are we doing today?
You're learning.
You know I got F in your class.